精进文法，读书会成了全职志工的起头。现今的他更投入亲子班、社区社教班，转换信念后的人生踏实欢喜。大爱新闻学林萧红树高雄报道。
Hello everyone. This is Yang, so I'll be your translator today. So we're about to start today.
相信自己有潜力，永葆初心，正精进的方向来努力。所以我们一起来行行行，进进进，做做做 ，Go Go Go。
So we have watched the rerun. So we're really grateful for the staff in Dai TV channel to help us to make all this video. So as you notice, how come the last study group jumped all the way to April 12th? So what happened to April 5th? But we just want to promote one thing. The two main characters from the Dai TV series will come to us to share with us. And Mr. Liu Jiyu, he is the associate executive director of the Tzu Chi charity organization, Tzu Chi Foundation. He will be here with us on April 12th. This is the first time that our online study group will meet the Qingming Festival on April 5th. So we will take the day off and then to let everybody go home to do the tomb sweeping task. So this is a recruitment ad for Tzu Chi University and the Tzu Chi Medical School. And so in 2022, Dr. Qiu Guoqi has told us that there's a surprise will come up. So from this April 1st, so in Taipei, there is a test run and a concept store for Tzu Chi. So they will have vegan cuisines. They will have bakeries. So please check it out. And on April 1st, we also in the Kaohsiung Jingsi Hall, the cafe, Jingsi Cafe, Brother He Risheng will and Professor John Hofer will come to us to talk about economy share, good charity economy. So if you, so this is a recruiting ad for collecting stories for Dai TV channel. So there's a story, a TV series that's in planning. It's called Great Love on the Street. So we are collecting stories about love, like story of like kindness. And then so please share with us, and we wanted to see if we could incorporate them into that TV series. So if you have any, if you have you heard any story or you have witnessed any story that of Great Love, please send us let us know, send us a story, and we'll see if we can incorporate them. Yeah, so we have a lot of story that we want to collect, and then so please let us know. This is our 10th anniversary, so it's starting anew. So this is a a logo, what's it called? Magnet bookmark. So it's really cute, and you can put on your bag or you can carry with you.
磁铁书夹，我们要传达的一个概念，会的人要跟着我一起哦。想要传法随，就得要爱上人，多说
So if you wanted to pass on the Jing's Dharma and essence, so you will have to follow Master Cheng's lead and to talk to promote Tzu Chi's spirit to those around you. So if you so technically is that if you able to attend the study group in person, you will get a logo keychain. So here's a Jing's affirmation, purify our mind. So we want to remind everybody what makes an ideal leader for master. So it's humble and self-disciplined, pure action, self-respect, free from selfish love and attachment, have a big open heart and control over their temper, attentive to their work, talk and behave in a dignified manners, and unknowledgeable and virtuous, and have pure intentions, grasp the big issues, and are not bothered by trivial matters. So these are the qualities that Master is looking for in the ideal leader. So we want to tell Master that don't worry, we will be your ideal, like ideal disciples. So let's give a thumbs up to the friends around you and then to show them how grateful we are to have them accompany us. So in 2019, we started. So basically, we have a lot of a translation team. So and then we want to spread this Dharma to every corner in the world. So please help us and then to spread the Tzu Chi spirit. So so this is a live stream schedule. This is the 5th week. This is the 5th week of the month. So we have English, Cantonese. 口译的菩萨有英语、粤语、日语、简语，让我们看看他们是谁。热烈掌声来感恩第5周的宝如丽山、洪凯、Brother PJ and
宝如丽山哈，在当
纽约
呢这样的一个纽约口语之下，周年庆
I was actually in New York. Anyway, so this is in the 5th week. We also have our Japanese translation team. So this is give them a round of applause. Thank them for translating for us.
掌声感恩小平、丽妮、金慧、文莲、小野、雅子、燕芬、黑川、张子老师、杜嘉宾。我们非常感动的是，日本的燕芬呢，她这一次回来以后，把感动回去跟家人分享。结果呢，她本来想，她讲这么许许多多，家人会不会不耐烦？So
one of the sister, like after she shared that her experience at the study group, she actually get her brother-in-law to join the Tzu Chi study group. So it was so there's a lot of obstacles they have to overcome to translate from Japan. So hopefully they can overcome everything. So this is also our Cantonese translation team. So give them a round of applause. Thank them so much for being here. So we have volunteers from Hong Kong, Malaysia, America. So we have people from all over places to participate together.
所以是一个他们在不同的一个区块里家里 然后年限要帮我们做这样的一个口令，
So
愿望的接力哈。好，那
this
你
is
看柬
a
埔寨团队掌声感恩明勋、美玲、小童以及川渝哈。
so
他们
this is
这一
from
组
our
很
chief
强
editor,
哈。那
Sister
我们
Yang.
看一下我们团队写的善效运，这个月上云端的善效运，如约
So
而
yeah,
至是我们的主编杨慧莹，她讲到说，如约
like
而至是多
come
美的。
as
哎，
we
请导播看到的
promised.
是
So this
简
is
报，
about come as a
是
promise. This is a very
好，
beautiful
如约而至哈。
promise, and this is
然
actually a
后
book title.
这个部分呢，其实
Um,
我们可以看到呢，如约而至是多美的一个词，是我们的主编。那原因就是说，这一本书呢，其实因缘下我们上面
so
一讲，2022年9月
so when
24
we
一
first
讲，
started
就
is
决定
because
好，
Master
我
Chen
们
Yan
上
has
人
give
开
us a
会，
call
我们就
and
来
let
做
us
这样的一件事，上人呼
want
应
us
指引，
to
于是乎我
do
们想
the
要
work.
拼在
So
10
they
周，
came
也
together
就
and
是
then
不
to
到半年的时间， 这很挑战。但是我
put
们
together
不
all
但
the
如期完成，并且提前
all
了一
the
个月，所
stories
以3月10
from
号
the
我们
team and then
如
to
约
collect
而
them
至
to
跟上
make
人的
it
工程。而
to
那一天呢，其实我
to
们
drop
5
the
个人
book
回去的
actually.
时候，一路上我们
So
从北
we
或者
are
从南，其实我们的交通
very
上
grateful
出了一
and
个环节上的一个挑战。但是到最后的1秒钟，我们全部5个人
So
如期的上线。不但如期的上线以后，林慧瑜呢，就是我们的美编，她突然发现，她一刷卡的
so
时
this
候，
is
她
so
的
she
那
basically
个
his
捷运
story
卡的那
about
个
how
费用剩下
he
310元，那一天开卡
appreciate
是
that
310，是
every
3月
volunteer
10
is
号， 很巧。
coming
然后我
together
们的总
to
编辑呢，他突然说，
support
哎，
this
今
study
天
group
是观音菩萨
and
诞辰的好日子哦，所以就
and
选
all
择
the
了
like
这样的好日子。
behind
那
the
我
scenes
们真的就
stories
是要去恭承所有的上
has
人，
been
结果没
interesting
想到上人非
has
常
caught
的
Master
细
Chen
心
Yan's
跟我们
interest.
讲，
So
即便我跟他
so
讲说
Master Chen
上
Yan
人
actually
今
ended
天
up
3点多到了，
told
上
them
人还是
to
说你们
get
慢
them
慢讲，
together
不要急，
to
不要管时间。所以我们跟上人竟然
to collect the
从
book,
结
and then
束
they
大
also
概
has
有
spent 90
90
minutes
分钟的时间，
with Master Chen
然
Yan
后跟
to
上人
reporting all
做
the
这样的
stories
温
that
馨座
they
谈
collect.
哈。所以慧云她觉得自己也非常
Master
非
Chen
常
Yan
的
was
感动，
really
因为上人
happy
感觉出来，一开始的
because
时候
when
很
they
多
the
美
day
的
when they were
人在
reporting the
说，可
stories,
是听到最后
Master
他
Chen Yan
其
wasn't
实
feeling
非
all
常
that
的
well,
欢喜，
but
他呢
after
就开始
as
流
they
眼
go
泪
on,
了，到最后他
the
跟我们
master
开
is
始，
starting to
哎，
feel
欢欢
because
迎，
they're
让我们
she's
觉得
full of
非
joy
常
and then
的
she's
感动。
starting to
那在最
feel
后
more
上人
energy.
其
So by
实
the end, that she
他
feels
开
so
始
much
讲一
better.
句话，他说
So
美云的
this
成
is
功把你们都传进来了，如果用心做，就能了
so
生
yeah,
脱死。所以其实这个部
and
分是因为静媛师姐在那边告了我的状，她说上人我要告一下美云的状，她
and
一直跟你追东西的
she's
时候，
another
感觉就
sister
是这
was
样的
kind of
态
like
度
saying
哈，
like
就
was
是一
talking
直
to
追
Master
东
Chen
西
Yan
的
and
时
being
候，
like
她话
I
完
I
成的
wanted
时候，
to
即
tell
便
you
时
something
间很
about
赶，
Sister
最
Meiyun
后一刻她还会跟你
because
信息追
she
你。
always
然后说，
working
然后
really
我就
hard
跟
and
上
then
人说，
even
上人对
even
不
though
起，我
sometimes
真的是要为我们的口译团队一直追讲师的资料，我真的很抱
even though
歉，
like
我真的
sometimes
不是
she
坏手。
works really
所以
late
我
and
想
it's like
我在
chasing
节目
people
最
to
后面的时
turn
候，
in their
被我们看
PowerPoint
到的人一个
presentation,
人
turn
都
in
是
their
脱
script,
死。
and then Master was joking about like
然后
wherever got
我说
were
我是
caught
感
by
叹，
Sister
其实
Meiyun
意思是
will
我们缠
be
在
able
一起以
to
后，我们是不是都在这个平台？就像副总讲的，
wash
我
away
们
a lot
都
of
在
their
做什么？可是
cumulative
我们在
afflictions.
这个平台不离开说慈济
So
谈慈济的温馨感动的事，就是这样子。好，那另外这一个呢，我们郑海文现在今天呢，他
so
是
this
月圆
book
之夜，他说
is
一
a
股善的心
celebration
流。
of
那听
the
到这个，
10th
我说其实
anniversary
这
of
股
the
真的要
study
去助
group.
眠，他这样的这个
And
书
there's a
他希
volunteers
望能够
who
完
was
成。那
helping
他呢心里就想说，
to
那他来当不请之师，你知道他当
correct
一件什么不请之师吗？他说我来当校对。可是呢，当他说要当校对这样的一件事情，他并没有等到我的下文，而是等到一段时间的时候，突然他收到讯息说：“哎，海文，你要当我们这本书的编校。”
so the volunteer
跟
was
跟我们的总
asked
编跟
to
主编
help to
加好友，那希望你们之间就是
editing
能
the
够，
book.
于是乎他开
She
始编
has
校稿了。那一段时间我真
she
的非常
has
的感动，因为他怎么
rearranged
那么
all
轻松？
her
他把
schedules,
所有的
all
假期
her
全部挪在那个
holidays
时间点，
to
满满的一个
make
长假期，他也
to
不会不放。
to that around that time, so she can focusing on the editing. So she is.
给他30几个写手的稿子，他就是这样子边看边改。
She was.
那因为他是这方面广告，
she knows because she has a similar background, so she knows what to keep and what to how to select the key parts. And then she has working really, really hard. And then she was also very touched by the stories. And she.
所以他觉得能够加入这个团队，他真的觉得很感动，很有荣幸。只是后来才知道，我们整个所有原先的规划，整个出版社说不能用，全部打掉重弄。打掉重弄的时候，他心里在等待一件事情，说好，他已经准备好了，要跟我们一起打拼，继续第二次的交流。
Because what the version she worked on, they ended up realized that they can't actually. For some reason, they cannot publish that script, so they actually ended up have to redo everything again to to rewrite everything and to before they can publish. So this is a reflection of the story and like all the obstacle people have to overcome.
所以很感动吧？如果你没有在里面，你不晓得这中间的一个感动哈。所以非常感恩海文哦。那同时海文呢，在下一次要当队辅回4合1队辅回来的时候，他特别要。
So 月上云端 is the title of the study group. So have you? It's gonna be our slogan. So have you come to the have you participate in our study group? So this is the video about promoting the book. So on March 21st, 2023, this is the first book press conference. So they have been to a couple places and then see a lot of people's so they have did a sharing in the afternoon, so everybody was happy about it. So this is that give big thanks to a lot of people who help to support. So the book is very interesting because it has a variety way to read it. So you can actually you can also what's it called? You can scan the QR code to watch videos. So and also you can read and have audiobook. So there's a lot of different way to.
10年来，书友遍布5大洲20多个国家，全球10多种语言口译、笔译。多元团队成员跨国跨区达500人的功能。
So this actually create a platform for people to interact with each other in a various way. So we are working together to connect everybody.
我们都是在串联爱与宣扬善的读书会。
So this is a online book study.
我们都是在串联爱与宣扬善的读书会。月上云端是一本值得你去阅读的书。我们都是在串联爱与宣扬善的读书会。 月上云端是一本叙述丰富团队的故事，你一定会喜欢月上云端。
So you probably like this.
好，我们用掌声来感恩石金文清，好不好？谢谢他们。我昨天看到北京的家人
Thanks to Brother Victor's to help us to create this video. So yeah, so we have to. The first edition has published, and we are going to send for the second batch to print. So there are various platform in Taiwan that are you are able to buy this book. So even though that on a lot of platforms they might be sold out, but you can still like pre-order, and we will restock very soon.
甚至愿意到高雄主场来的，像我今天后面这有欧洲的家人，
So we have a lot of people from different places.
签名的地方在高雄这边就是杨慧颖跟我签名。至于我们泰国的锦书，嘉义总编凯旋，就是看姻缘才能签到名的哈，所以非常的感恩所有的团队的一个努力。所以以团体做事者永恒，个人做事者。
So if we unite together, we can be sustainable. Sustainable, but if we are alone, that we can't walk very long. So we have a team that this team shows that they are the video and audio collection team. So they're documenting all the video. And so so if you smile, that you'll be able to, that you'll look prettier and then make other people feel warm. So here is our call. Is that call?
像石金，他现在就在上人的会客室。我说哇，那你今天没办法连线。他说放心，我们文清会带着电脑。
So Brother Victor and his wife are in what's it called? They are in the abode with masters. So they will join us in a bit. So thanks to a sister from Spain. And Sister Wei Li was in Spain, and she was really grateful for her to bring the donation from Ukraine to back to Taiwan for the earthquake.
所以泰国的使馆说很开心，又听到石金的导读，声音一样有磁性，祝早日康复哈。那在这边里面，我们看到了是我们的台中副院长。
So we have also see the associate superintendent from the Taichung's Tzu Chi Hospital, and we also have.
让我学习如何制作容易吞咽的食物，可以让老菩萨吃得安心哈。对，上个那一集，如果你没有看，一定要回去看回播。
So yeah, we encourage people to watch the rerun from last week. It has talked about the what's it called? Talk about how to help the elders to eat so they can digest well. So we have seen on the screen that is the volunteer from Shanghai, that the reflection sharing from for the last week's study group.
在台湾的时候，就在当高雄线上读书会的一个陪伴。深航也是让大家非常的讶异。我们美国方文师姐说，
这是的方文
讲的就是浴佛，然后就觉得深航上一次的那个
US was very touched that the volunteers from Canada and the Philippines has keep their vow and put their vow into actions and then to really worked really hard to for the disaster relief.
他不知道此次回去赈灾何时再回台，其实他就是回去了以后，几乎就在那边成为赈灾王子，现在是菲律宾的副执行长哈，所以满满的人跟他直接的加油打气，深航也觉得非常的感动，所以不要小看你们任何一个人的留言，只是上个礼拜很奇怪没有英语留言，所以我没办法修英语。
So it's weird that last week we don't have anybody to leave comments in English. So, but last time we have people from US, Canada, Europe, mainland China to leave us comments. So thanks everyone. So this is the
把我们分享者都画出来哈。那我们现在呢？现在要到英国去。
So now we are gonna fly to England. So this is a Tzu Chi Volunteer named Cai Lina. She is a contact window in Scotland, actually. So this is a video that she's showing what they have done. So this is the COP27, and this is a high-level talk about climate change and how to combat. So there are a lot of people and our organization participate in this events, and then we will have a change interaction on how we want to, how we are, how we can learn from each other. So Sister Lina said that is she's happy that the Tzu group team has coordinated with a lot of departments to participate in these events. For every attendee come to our booth, we will try to explain our concept, our principle, and philosophies, and to spread the spirit of great love and in vegetarianism. So this is our major goal for participating. So we want to
and turn them into something useful. And so, yes.
All right.
Yeah, so this is the for you.
So let's give a round of applause for Sister Lina and
其实是我们高雄的女儿哈，所以她的妈妈是在凤山的秀英师姐哈，所以也会非常的不会吧？好，也会非常的
典范慈力志工，在欧洲因爱而结盟。
来，大家看一下。
So this is a Lin Meiyun. She is from she's a volunteer from Germany, Deutsch, and so this is actually a 2015 video.
但是每一个人在不同的侨居地还是非常用心。
So,
那现在画面上看到的是英国的侨华。
So this series video is showing a series event, showing how people work on to mobilize Europe's volunteers to do disaster relief work. So this is a event in Edinburgh. So some volunteers brought over the vegetable they grew from their home, and then to cook together.
好，我们非常感恩。所以扣号即时通，现在我们要到英国。
So now we are going to United Kingdom. So we're going to see Sister Lina and then see what she have to share with us.
正能量，好，我们到英国了。嗨，丽娜你好。
Hello, Sister Lina.
好，感恩美云老师
Thanks, Sister Meiyun, Great Master Cheng Yan, Noble Master, and volunteers. I am Lina Cai from Edinburgh. So in the 10 minutes, I wanted to share about my Tzu Chi experience. In 2014, 2004, I started participating in Tzu Chi, and because well, it was a great affliction, a command of affinities. I became the first volunteers in Scotland. It is to follow Master's teaching about charity work can wait. So I work really hard to develop the Tzu Chi branch in the Scotland. So this is pictures of past events. So when I first started in Edinburgh, I was very scared, and I don't have a lot of resources. And Scotland is a Christian country. They have a lot of charity group, and they do a lot of charity work. So it is hard for us to actually implement programs. So we are trying different ways to recruit people. So we have tea ceremony. We have we have home gatherings. So but a lot of people just come and go. And Edinburgh is kind of like a transit city in a way. So a lot of people comes and go. So it is really hard to maintain the volunteers. So from time to time, so from time to time there are time to time that when they thought they pretty when they create events and there are some obstacles they have to go through, and even though sometimes that it's very difficult and then she's not can do everything perfect. So she feel really stressed because she feel like she has a difficult time to live up to the city standards. So there was, and at some point that she got so stressed out and then she has to take a break for a little bit. So she realized that it is not enough to just have spirit, right? So it's not enough to just have herself to do all the work. She needs a team. So she spent time to diving into the Dharma, learning, reflect, and repent. She never gave up, and with her family's support and encouragement, she started a training camp. So she said that it is important for her to have an open heart to walk into the crowd and to recruit volunteers. With that, she learns a lot. In 2014, they have learned a lot. After media storm in 2014, Master Cheng has encouraged us to not take a step back and then to keep on moving forward. And that year, they went to Siberia for flood relief. They have received a lot of curveball, and but they have learned to overcome all the challenges. Next year, they went to there's a camp in United Kingdom. So after that, she has helped to train a small team of volunteers to assist her Tzu Chi work. So they have get together to practice sutra calligraphy, and that had to brought the team closer together and to learn from each other. In 2020, they were distributing facial masks on the street, and they have a chance to meet a lot of people. And so she also, at the time, she learns to take a lot of pictures. Sometimes she feels like she's running a small organization that she has to do everything herself. And that was a very good experience for her. In 2021, at the Climb Summit, they were participating to talk about being environmental friendly and vegetarianism. And also the same year, they had participated with the Salvation Army and for their soup kitchen events at the shelters. They also participate to accompany volunteers in Mozambique for their online book study. So they also participate in 2 cities for Ukraine's refugee disaster relief and to accompany the refugees. Life moves forward every day, and I never thought that doing Tzu Chi work will be so busy, and I am. It's and I just like my Tzu Chi work has kept me more busy than my housework and my actual work. So we're really grateful for our online study group team has to grow and then have more people to participate. I'm always nervous when we have to share it, and we always and like every time when after we share, I have seen how I grow, and I'm just really happy with that, and really grateful for all the hard work accumulated together to become a city spirit. And thank you everyone for having me sharing with you guys.
上面，
Thank you.
今天完全是非常好的一个状态哈，所以呢，请非常感恩。那我们真的非常感恩我们的英国的团队哈，那他们其实每一次要跟我们连线的时候，
So we're grateful for our England's team. So every time when they connect with us, they're always having to overcome a lot of obstacles. So if you recall, if you watch the reruns, you will see like how a lot of the hard work, and so we're really looking forward to hear their sharing in the future.
非常的好，我期待你的好
And
分享。各位，你觉得他今天
let's give
的
a
表
round of
现
applause.
如何？让掌声响起，让他知道。哎，哇！所以丽娜，你看，真的是热烈的一
So
个掌声，非常
brother
感恩
sister,
我们女
brother
儿们，
Victor
我
and
们
his
高雄的女儿，
his wife
我也
were
非常
able
感
to
恩呢。哎，实
respond
际你确认吗？你在上我的会
in
客室，你可以回
the
应
meeting
吗？
with
你
Master
去
Zheng Yun.
上你的
So
发
Sister Meiyun was asking, so are you
发挥
sure
了
you're
慈悲
able to
为
do
怀
that?
的精神，无论是对老人、孩子或任何需要助援的一个对象，是众生平等的一个对待哈。所以他马上呢
So
就
the
逆转了。好，那我们的美编善效
creative
的善效美
designer
编哦，也
of
就是
the
于婷，她今天来到主场，非常感恩哦。于婷从她上来分享
graphic
3分
design
钟，就是感
was
觉到这个人的能
participating.
量，
So
所以
she
呢
is
加入了团队，
help
一直到现在
she's
是一个精进菩萨，非
is
常棒。
on
你的 time，
site
她
to
星期三只要有空，她星期
experience
甚至说
the
老师，我
energy.
现在尽可能把星期三排过来，我来主场，我要来感受上满满的
So
正能
Sister
量。
Jenna
她说
said
每
that
周
thanks
高雄线上读
to
书会内容是
Sister
说到圣
Lina's
人法的智慧、
sharing
法的行动、法的故事。感恩丽娜师姐的分享，爱成慈济行，回去要重看，并且要直播。哎，为什么丽娜你为什么把自己收掉啊？丽娜，你不能收掉，我们还在。
我觉得我分享完了。
但是你忘了吗？老师都还是会回馈啊，人家在回馈你，你竟然不见了。啊，我说奇怪，为什么是我一张脸出现呢？我这一张老脸已经没有人要看了，好不好？导播 room 那个 room 的旁边，江主任，你的 room 旁边那个格子要处理掉。好。啊，哇 ，My God！ 谢谢管心凌给我念英文的机会哈。加拿大管心凌 ，Where there is 慈济 ，there is love. Where there is love, there is hope. 所以爱城多么有福报的城市，因为有慈济志工的大爱足迹。感恩丽娜师姐，就是无论人在哪里，爱在哪里，只要慈济
So
的
it's
当
difficult
中都是有
to
爱有希望的哈。所以那。
to build the Tzu Chi organizations overseas in England. So we're really grateful for Sister Lina's work. It is important for us to participate in Tzu Chi work and then to support the development. So non-volunteer was reflecting to they're grateful for Sister Lina's participating and her effort to recruit younger generations and then to accompany them to do Tzu Chi work.
你们家的姐夫嘉宾师兄有进入了吗？哦，他上一次要进入，结果突然卡。好，时间说看到丽娜分享，真的看到庐山真面目。我们隔着山，隔着海，隔着云端，一起做海外的个案陪伴，一起来治疗。所以非常感恩。长春的刘春之说：“哦 ，yes， 这个是跃上云端的，等一下我再讲哈。好。” 重庆的伊大伟说：“丽娜爱丁堡修行开
thank you, Sister Lina. So
女儿讲师进师推述，
thank you.
不尽的赞叹。所以我们再次感恩我们的丽娜。下一次你就知道了，镜头不能收太快哈。OK， 我们感恩。
So we wanted to together. So we always wanted to share our love and resources with each other. So we are still doing fundraising. So the Lotus fundraising has reached 105th week. So we have accumulated 51,999 Lotus. So that was a great accomplishment. So thank you everyone for participating together. So this is the graphic design team. So thank you, thank them for creating all the graphic. So they also post them in the group chat. So it's just like a marathon, and then we need everyone to help us together. So this is a quote saying that if you need other people's encouragement to start that you can just be a light bulb, but we should try to become a engine to be the one to give other people energies. So Jingzi has a new product. So this is a cushion. Has various different functions. 100% recyclable materials. And the back is a non-slippery material, so it helps more and for pregnant women, and you can also use when you do prostration, so like it will help your knees, and you can also use that for yogas or to take a nap on your desk. So this is we're really grateful for that technology to continue to develop new products for us. So if you want, you can if you're attending in person, you can take a look at it. So this is a very popular item. So it's sold out everywhere. So it's it is also very environmental friendly, all made of recyclable materials. Thank you. So thank you for sister from Xinjiang, Taipei. Thank you for your reflections. Volunteer from Taoyuan and Malaysia. So attendees are very excited to see Brother Liu Jiyu to participate. And thank you, volunteer from Yunnan.
OK， 那么云南大理的杨颖说：“师姐跟美云老师同出一辙，为了一篇篇善效应出炉，也是紧追到半夜。即使身在美国，也老师他也是。对，我们都属于那种
威海山东
一直追大家，很抱歉哈，啰嗦万岁。好，山东威海的王说，我们大家一起。
So that they're talking about like they were wondering when the cushion they can be purchased in China. So right now you have to go back to Taiwan to get them. Thank you, everyone. So next. So I have only time for two articles. On October 26th.
4篇练2篇，北京的陈林居忏悔及亲近哈，他说他10月26号那一天呢，他就是眼泪
So the sister
can see her name.
Right, so she's a sister from Beijing that she was reflecting on how she was inspired by the work we have on Ukrainian refugees, and she was very touched, and then she wrote a pretty long reflections. And from Weihai Shandong, brother Wang, sister Wang, and so she said that years ago that one of her family members was passed away because of heart attack, and then she she was very grateful when she heard a sharing from the superintendent from the hospital about there's a heart surgery, and then she just grateful for Master Chen Yin to build this hospital and then to give people a chance to help each other. So there's a one time that so she was very touched for a story that one of the heart surgeons was so okay, I'm gonna skip that part.
Okay, thank you, Brother Yang. I'm Li San here. I'm gonna take over for the upcoming sessions. So we are gonna welcome Sister Zhuang Xue, who is going to give us summary of the book for Master's Footprints. It's the summer edition from April 21st to April 28th. So my name is Zhuang Xue. I'm 35 years old. So this is the topic is to benefit the world, we must do our best. So when there's a calamity from heaven, it's actually an opportunity for a great education. So not only we should give out, contribute, we also need to repent during disaster strikes. So in 18 days. So that's why, in order to help curb the disaster, we should continue promote vegetarianism. So this is a video clips. So Master mentioned that, vegetarian is actually very good for our health. So a lot of things can happen when we start to pursue a vegetarian diet. It can help us adjust our mind, our body, and the brain in parallel. The brain is healthy. The mind is right. And the physical body will actually lead to a good health state. So if we consume meat, we're actually eating the meal, accumulating death to life. If we cannibalize people and have to pay back half a caddy, so not only we need to pay back, we are also continue to be ignorant in our lives. So at this time, the panacea or the medicine is actually vegetarianism. Everything in the world can be supplied to people. Animals should not be violated by people because all living beings are equal. And all lives have the right to live. So with that said, we should guard our thoughts, protect our wisdom. So with that, we'll have immeasurable merit. So if we can save people, we are the blessed. So Master cared the most when we cultivate the spirit of big self. So the spirit of blue sky and white clouds, that's the Tzu Chi spirit, is actually call for us to do good deeds and benefit other people. So not only we would like to be grateful and care for the frontline personnel, because they unite our love and continue to help in the front line. So for example, during the Russian-Ukraine war, so the streets become a battlefield, but Tzu Chi provide distribution to refugees. We work with other NGOs, leverage each other's strengths, and play the role of the spirit of Zhongchuan, connecting domestic and overseas aspiration consistently. So when we start raising love and help suffering people, we can subdue evil spirits and make the world peaceful. Sorry, I skipped a video. So let's play the video now. So Poland became the country who provide immediate assistance to the refugees came from the Ukraine-Russia war. So we help them directly. So our footprints continue to unfold step by step in Poland. So the website of United Nations Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs records the deeds of global humanitarian relief, which can also be seen bringing together the love of Tzu Chi people from all over the world.
Потрібно десь бігти і шукати гроші. У мене є двоє внуків. Куплю щось, що їх порадує.
Because we have shared values. Tzu Chi talks of compassion and charity.
So it's extremely privileged that Tzu Chi people can join the effort and then, create our footprint, help the people directly. So not only by giving them goods, we are also providing spiritual support. So the cards that we provide to them actually was translated to multiple language, and also some very touching picture wording help them to feel that they are being cared of. So not only that, we also provide work support with So on top of that, we also unite people through religion. Only we can help calm people's mind. We can mobilize the masses together towards harmony. So, for example, we leverage the Buddha bathing celebrations. Not just it's a ceremony, but we also promoting purifying of our heart ourselves. Only through purification of hearts is it through sincere repentance that will enable us to return to original nature. So let's take a look at our education aspects. So, for example, our international director, Xiao Xingli, shared the progress of recruiting Ukrainian students. So, and the principal, Li Huilin, also shared the physical and spiritual care during the pandemic. And not only that, the dean of Tzu Chi University, Niu Jiangshan, also shared the pandemic prevention in school. So we should appreciate the past and muster hope us can actually, eating 80% and dedicate the 20% to help people. Only through passing forward the love, we can accumulate the positive energy and cultivate a harmonious and peaceful world. So we should continue to do good deeds. Only through continuous effort will bring peace and love to our community. Sister Meiyun actually called Sister Zhuang Xue Ama because, as she said, she's 35 years old, plus the 50 years old that was dedicated to the Wisdom Bank. So at first, when she was asked to assume this role to actually do the lead the Master Footprint summary study, she refused because she thinks that she was old. But if you think that at the age of 85, you have a so clear of a mindset, won't you feel inspired by her? So her participation actually gives us a great motivation. If she's already 85, she's able to do it. I believe every one of us will be able to do it. And not only she helps in this aspect, doing the summary study, she also participates herself, like picking up environmental protection items on a bright sunny day. So there are responses from the online participants, extremely inspired by her spirit, her diligence, and her clarity in and sharing the study main point are extremely inspiring. So there's a lot of positive feedback from the participants. So Sister Meiyun asked, "Can you hear me? And how old are you?" Oh my gosh, she is 103 years old. When Mr. Meiyun was told, we have a participants of 103 arriving today, Sister Meiyun was originally asking them to prepare a wheelchair, but she was caught truly surprised when she saw Ama Chen Yuliu actually walked to the hall. And she is extremely clear, her mindset, her brain. Do you know why are you here today? What event are you participating in? So she's here for the study group. It's extremely touched. And now we are actually waving to a group of other seniors who sat at the back. So they're all sitting there. Wow, they participated every week since 2019. Very grateful of the diligent. So they say we like to be with you because you have positive energies. So Sister Meiyun extended her invitations to Ama, asking her to join us again next week. So we don't need to be extremely smart, then only we'll begin. As long as we are willing to begin, we will become smart. So 11 years ago when we started. So we have participants who come here everywhere from quite a distance. So we also have participants from Pingdong, and they will take a train and come to Kaohsiung to attend in person. There's a lot of feedback. Everyone was extremely inspired by the age of Sister Zhuang Xue. So her brain is so clear and her sharing is so on point. So everyone was very inspired, and also one of them mentioned that is the proof. If you continue to be a volunteer in Tzu Chi, you will continue to have very great brain and good mind. So let's review what we did last week. So these are the summaries. So basically, they are calling out, volunteer Wei Guo in Spain, sharing her experience in helping the Ukrainians in Poland. It also mentioned about daily journal of Dharma Master Chun Yan, as well as volunteer Huang Dingling in Shanghai, sharing the Tzu Chi Great experience. And of course, also have sharing from Brother Senghang from Philippines, as well as Australia volunteers. So these are similar summaries as from US volunteers. So these summaries basically recapped all the volunteers attended last week Kaohsiung online study. There are volunteers from Spain, from UK, from Philippines, as well as from Australia.
好，感恩我们跨区跨国的顺口溜团队哈。那约上云端还是要跟大家在这边，我们有看到大陆的家人，他们说他们北京可以。
So again, this is our first published book for our online study group. So here's the QR code. You can actually scan it to purchase it online.
这些书店他们就会想办法进书，好不好？感恩哦，这个部分也希望大家呢多多去询问一下哈，那他们就会知道说，哎，人家要看这本书，他们出版社就会有。
All right, I'm going to hand it over to Brother Richard.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, it's my turn. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa.
上礼拜也是我们庄淑婷来，所以大家一定会觉得说，哎，为什么连续2个礼拜都是台中慈院？不小心还是故意？
So today is Taichung Hospital. Tang Zongyoung Dr. So last week is another doctor. Why like 2 continuous week we have the Taichung Hospital, Tzu Chi Hospital doctors. So we move the schedule around, but then you know like how strong the Taichung Tzu Chi Hospital is. So we change the schedule, they still can take it, no problem. So you can see the editing group. Yeah, so you can see today we have Sister Hong Yuting. Yeah. She's here today. So Dr. Tang, see the beautiful the editing team. You feel very good, right? Yeah, don't come out too soon. We still have some.
痛的那种状况哦，就是很难以忍受啦。他那时候跟我讲的头痛是双侧的，常常这个脖子就插一排。
Let's have an introduction about Dr. Tang. So let's see the video. So the headache is very hard to endure. So you can see those the pins. So I think yeah, so pains. Want to pull his head down. Well, he can endure, but he's already affect his daily life. And like 2-3 a.m. will wake up due to the pain. So pain, yeah, and it's hard to. Although it's calm, but when you are feeling so pain, if the doctor can make you like no more pain, then you will feel so happy. So this grandma. So the grandma Chun Tao, yes, see the left arm is become 2-3 times big, so you can see it's so painful. And when it happened, the arm is very terrible, the situation. And the whole muscle is almost dead. He is try to cut out the arm and try to replace the medication 3 times a day. So this time the Dr. Tang try to put the tube to inject some medication. So he put the tube, then every time they put some meditation to reduce the painful feeling. So I think the doctor can help the grandma to get rid of the pain. So I see the doctor. So it's hard to deal with, but it's not follow the right rule. So you can see this is very good to deal with, very active and positive, very smart and humor. And sometimes they make fun of himself. So the patients like him a lot. So some doctors think he's a very high self-confidence, but he's So because the knee cannot walk so fast, so right now the doctor help her to cure her pain. Yeah, work with the doctor about exercise, medication. They try to help the patient a lot, and to make the schedule well to save the time. So when you walk you will see like not smooth, and when you try to stop it, then it's not smooth, and be afraid to hit others because the inherit the problem of his leg. So the walking is not smooth, but he himself is he likes freedom, don't like some frame. So it's graduated from Taiwan University. You think he's good for the surgery. In the beginning, it's from the pain. So after the surgery, they feel very pain and cannot get off and walking. So he try to inject the medication to stop the pain. So let's so you can see the Western doctor. The doctor feel very good. He doesn't like a friend. Meiyun also not like being friend. They both like freedom, so you can feel like the Meiyun teacher, very polite, very touching. The Dr. Tang, like in the hospital system, or in a university. So we are not like interference who will be invited because the principal or president of the hospital, then they will arrange the doctor to join us. So we see the video, we feel so touched. Like one patient is so pain to pull his head off, then the doctor help him. So let's use our word to welcome Dr. Tang. So let's give him a very good round of applause, because you have positive energy. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Hi, Grandmaster and the Tzu Chi family. Hello, everyone. It's my honor to share with everyone. In fact, in the beginning, there's so many stories, but I feel I might need to change the topic, but still I will talk about the spine degeneration stories, but I already prepared anyway. So they think if you change the topic, I will be afraid, but no way, I can still take it. So let's see here, the topic is talking about the spine degeneration. If we try to cure those patients, we do a very acute or block the nerve to stop the pain. So if you do the surgery, and how long I can keep it healthy? So it's hard to talk about this because every condition different. If the patient can take the instruction and do the exercise or the self-care. But if you have the wrong posture, then it's very hard for you to overcome the issue. Then the issue will come frequently. So how you deal with your own body, your attitude matters. So in that time, let me tell you like how your spine will feel pain. How can you reduce the pain and reduce the issue? So let me introduce myself. I'm the Taichung Tzu Chi Hospital, the pain, the leader for the pain curing. So I see there's also the certification for the doctors for pain. So this is the number 1138, so it's very hard. Yeah. And the ultrasonic to direct the pain curing is number 175. so early, right? Early stage. So we need to put the needle to a very accurate position to solve the problem. So it's not easy, it's not trivial. So in Taiwan, only 10 doctors to 20 have both of the certification. Besides, in all over the world, there are also some certification. So when we talk about how to cure the pain, let's give you some basic concept and logic. So what do you call the pain? Why the pain generated? Yeah, because there's some structure of your body is being injured or degenerated. So the damage will go through the nerve and go to your brain. So yeah, there's some problem. So I give you a sign, it's a pain. Yeah, so that's why you cut your finger. Then you also have that kind of experience. So you have that concept, and you know how to interfere to cure the pain. Interference. So when you find there's the injury or the degeneration, then first you need to find out the structure that have a problem, then fix that. So that's number one. So you can see there's a needle. So that's Dr. Tang's job is to use the needle to injection. Yeah. So if there's a bone have a problem, you just fix the bone, right? But there's another thing is the nerve try to interfere the transition of the signal. So that's two things. So if we cut the nerve, that we saw interference with the function of your body, so then we just cut that nerve system, then you don't feel the pain. However, the number three, if that still cannot solve the problem, then you use the drug, to solve the brain. So if your oral taking the drug might not be efficient and cause like a stomach or bowel issue. So if we use an injection to brain, then instead of oral taking a medication, you won't have that kind of issues. So you need to do the right judgment and a good technician. Every time you need to accurate. So diagnosis and the surgery or injection position, everything need to be right. So the failure rate is really high. So it's not easy. It's not trivial. Nothing is 100%. So let's go back to the original topic. So why my spine is a degeneration? So to put it simple, the posture is not good, or taking a very high, the heavy stuff. So this is just one series of bones. So if the posture is not right, the whole weight is putting on the spine. And posture is important. Also, the muscle is very important. So the 5-10 years recently, everybody will do the training of the spine. So do the exercise, then you don't need the needle injection of to find dark time to do that. So let's see the yellow angle. So the spine, you can see, there's a cross section of the spine. So you can see there's a 3-leg structure to make it balanced. So you can see the human body also the same. There's 2 big leg and one small leg to maintain the balance. So this is the totally normal, the X-ray. So you can see this 3 legs. It's the spine to hold all the weight. So you see the left figure, you can see this the lumbar disc. So that's a black color, and you can see the edge is blurry. So you can see that's the degeneration, the first stage So it's start to become blurry. Then some people did not feel it, but someone already feel the problem. So what's the symptom? So that's the first stage. So you can see, let's say example. So sometimes people like 30 years old young men, no less than 50 years, so 30 to 40-year old. So sometimes certainly the lower back feel pain. So you can see like 30 to 40, when they feel the lower back ache, it's not easy. So when that frequently happen, then there will be a problem. So the sneeze or cough will feel the pain, then that will trigger the pain, and the stress will rising high and keep a stimulus keeps feeding. Or you use when you go to the toilet, also will happen. So degeneration doesn't mean you will feel the pain, so it's hard to say. So interference, the curing for the pain is to accurately diagnosis. But it's hard to say. The X-ray picture might not. It's hard to say that the reason you feel the pain. You need to build up the logic. The degeneration cause your pain. Then you can go to the next stage to discuss how to solve that. So the diagnosis is very important to make it right at the first step. Yeah, so it's so difficult is because you need to do the accurate decision. So if you remember this is not necessarily causing your pain. So first we can do something to see the test is positive or use something to show the X-ray. So if you inject something and you feel pain, then that means your pains are coming from that. So that's one proof. The second, if you put that will show up in the X-ray. So you won't like it come out. If it come out because of the structure have a problem, so you can see if there's two things, the structure is good, then the image showing solution won't come out. Yeah. So you can use an X-ray to see the problem. So the Taichung Tzu Chi Hospital support the doctor. They have a good lab, so you can use an X-ray lab to show the results. So you can see the picture, the X-ray diagram. The lower portion, you can see there's the red line, but the upper way is a very solid white. So the upper is good, the lower part is bad. You can see there's a broken line. So from this picture, we can see that there's a problem. Yeah. Let's see why when the disc is broken, why you feel the pain. So from the left side, so you can see the blood tube and the nerves have an inflammation. So inflammation, when we try to cure it, then we just inject some growth factor to cure it. So that would be easy. That's stage 1. So it would be lucky we see that in stage 1. Otherwise, it's not easy. But when we see the stage 1, then we need to be like self-health care about your spine. Don't go to the stage 2. If you go to the stage 2, what will happen? So you will see the number discs come out. Yes, more obvious. You can tell from the X-ray. So you can see the yellow arrow. So that the black area, so you can see is going down to push the nerve. So the deformation will will put stress on your nerve, then you will feel the pain. The stage 3, if you don't take care, then the 3 legs. So previously we said 1, 2, 3. So the stage 3, even the 2 major legs will become worse. Then the nerve will be pressed to be smaller and smaller. And the stage 4, then the 2 bones will disjoint. Then you need a surgery to solve that. But if you're already very old or there's a very high risk, then we will try other stuff. Otherwise, the surgery will be good. So when your nerve is pressed, what can we do? The 72-year-old lady, so the left side, they feel pain and go to the left leg. They cannot walk. They just walk 1, 2, 3, then will feel very painful. They need to sit down. When you sit down or like lay down, then it's no problem. It's because there's no pressure on the nerve. So some patients don't like the surgery because it's not always there. However, we need to work with the patient first, go through the X-ray and which location causes your pain. Otherwise, the cure will not really be effective. So there's 5 the nerves each side. So we need to find out which one causes the problem. So the number, so you can see that there's a lot of location. We need to find the right place. So there's several ways we can inject a different medication or do interference of your nerve or do the sticking thing to separate that portion. There are several ways to solve the problem. So we need to first identify the issues. So you can see the 3 legs. So the right hand side, so you can see the nerve, the curve is being pressed, become very narrow, seriously. The other 2 legs, the lower yellow arrow, you can see that the small facet joint also have a problem. So we can do the surgery on that location. Use a needle to do injection medication to solve that, or just use the image showing solution to see if the X-ray can show us some problem. So everything comes together, then after 1 week, you can fix 50% of pain. Then you can work pretty good. So not only 50% you feel it's just 50%, but you can see you already solved your very good. So 50% improvement is already a big step. So the daily life, the cooking or buying grocery, those things will be fine. If you go to 80 or 90%, then the 50% is still very good. So if things also the painful, so it's hard to say from your ass to your legs.
造成，譬如说比较早期啊，对这些疾病的了解没有那么深刻的时候，它其实是健康关节，这个是不用开刀的病，但是却被当成坐骨神经痛去开刀了。
So the other easier way is this joint. So sometimes pregnant or like a lady just give a birth and they have a problem, or you have some injury in a big like before. Or the seniors have a degeneration changes. So it's the lowest portion of the spine. So you can see the red color joint. why there's a pain coming from there? So there's an injury or degeneration. So the pregnant or the mother after giving birth, there's the lower back painful, have that kind of experience.
这个问题就要跟大家讲另外一个观念，就是说
Well, the other thing is if you have the surgery or degeneration.
所以我如何从影像上去判断它的问题
So these problems are hard to be
这是不可能
diagnosed.
只能告诉我说它没有断
So let's say another concept. If it's from the X-ray, you cannot see any problem. So how can I see the abnormal
所以我们最后
issues from the image? It's not possible.
麻醉药打在关节上
So the X-rays will just tell you it's not broken or there's no tumor, but hard to tell whether the joint is good or bad. So we'll do the local medication drug to see what happened. If the pain is gone, then that means the pain is coming from that joint. That's a diagnosis injection. So if the pain disappears, then that prove the pain is coming from here. So the next time we can start to deal with this portion. So yeah, why you need to give me a needle injection when you try to do the diagnosis? But this is how we do it. So there's all kinds of way. This is necessary
年轻人他的自体血小板的效果会更
steps.
好一点，所以通常这是一个好治疗的问题。那今天讲的部分大部分都是腰椎了。
So the other is this to inject your own blood, yeah, to fix the problem. So the pregnant woman, that would be easy to cure this problem for this kind of lower back pain. The neck is more difficult. Yeah, he's an expert on the neck spine, but the neck spine, the blood vessels and the nerve is all crowded in the neck. So that's a very important, very accurate. So the lumbar area is not that critical, but the neck is very critical. So I did not talk too much about the neck. Maybe the next time I can talk about the neck. And this is a shoulder. So if the shoulder, so you can see this is the spine near the shoulder.
基本的概念，等一下要顺便教大家做一些运动了。就是
So if you have this kind of pain, it's very possible you can be cured.
很多肌肉啊，旁边的肌肉强。
So let's go back to the basic idea. Then I will teach you some exercise later.
对不对？骨头按那连嘛没变。
So you can see there's the spine and there's a muscle, and if the strength of the muscle is very important.
因为海沙屋就是它的肌肉
Yeah.
不好，
So
钢筋就会
the
坏掉。
bone you cannot be trained to be thicker, but the muscle can be trained to become stronger. Then if the muscle is strong, then your spine no problem. Like you building a house, if you use the sea sand, then it's not strong enough. The house will be broken. So that's an exercise you can see. The knee need to be straight. Your two legs need to raise up. Not necessary to be 90 degrees. Slowly raise it up. Don't need to be 90 degrees. Yeah, but you need to keep your knees straight. You can do that one or two. Yeah, if you did not train before, you will do 5, then you feel very, very tough already. The second step is like a bridge type. Yeah. The bridge type, you have your knee like this, then bring up
第
your
三个最简单，就是躺着骑脚踏车，不要骑太快，越慢越好，越慢越好，慢才练肌肉。 快就是在偷偷利用重力做运动而已，看起来很
And
但是其实都没有。
the number 3 is the bicycle riding.
第4个这个叫超人
Don't
式
do that very
超人式就是
fast.
你趴在
You
地
need
上
to do
然后
that
把
slowly
手脚尽
to
量往上
train
拉
your muscle.
有
If
的
very
时候
quick,
手
then it's,
往后
you just
脚
use
越往
the
后
gravity
趴
to
在地
help
上
and not
按
really
这个头
train your
如果
muscle.
我的手这
The
个动
number
可能不
4
明显，因
is
为这个
the
很
Superman
拍摄我把
mode.
这个角度就抖来
So
回
use
这
your
是手脚尽量往上
arm and the legs
那
pull
再来
up.
这个叫棒式
Yeah.
棒
So
球
you
的
can
棒
see that.
这个也
So
是大
like
家
a
可以自己
Superman.
多训练的
So
可
it's
是
a
这
very
个我觉
difficult.
得
Yeah.
如果现场有一些我们比
Yeah.
如说
So
年纪比较
you
大或
can
是可能没
the
有在运动
go
的
as
这个
high as
我觉
possible.
得这个可以放比较后面的顺序
And
不
this
用
is
急着去做
the
这个
bed
那一
format.
定的强度的时候
So
我们再来
90
做调整
degree of your
为什么
arm
呢？因为要提醒大
and
家不要
rest
做
your
错
body.
这个是不对的我们再看一次这个叫对的就是身体
So
整
this
条
is
要
more
直
difficult.
的
So
身体
if
整条要
when
直的
when your muscle
你
is
容易
strong
不要
enough,
冒了
then you
这
can
个是
do
不
that.
对的
So you
这样
cannot
才是
have
对
your
的
body become
所
low.
以这个是大家可以
So
回
you
去
can
自己
keep this
去
the
训练
bed,
自己的腰椎肌
right?
肉其实可以减少很
The
多
whole
确诊的
body
机会
need to be straight.
那最后
Yeah,
一
you
个
cannot
不
let
用
this
动脑
down.
的不用
Yeah,
仔
this
细
is
不用
right
想
thing.
说我到底有没有做对的
Yeah, keep
如
your
果家
body
附近
high.
有游泳池或是去游泳池不会很麻烦的人你就去水里走路那个水深要过肚子
So the final
你就一
step
直走一个礼拜去
is
个
an
2次
easy
然后
way
一次走
like
2-30
you
分钟
walk in the
这样就很好
water.
了为什么我特别把游泳划掉游泳不是
So if
不
there
是
was
说游泳
swimming
不好
pool,
游泳
then
是在
that's
做
a
我
very
们所谓
easy
的有氧
if
运
the
动可
water
是
is
如果你要强调你的
the
腰椎它的
as
重点
deep
是
as
有氧
your
运动一个
belly,
是在练
then
心
you will
肺
be
一个是
good.
在练肌肉
Just a walk.
力
You
量型的保
don't
护腰
swim,
椎我
but
们
you
重点
just
是要
walk.
练肌肉嘛所以我们在水里走路对腰椎比较好
We want
如
to
果时
help
间很多你就1个小时
your
就有1
lumbar
个小时走路 这样更好
disc. Then you
所
need
以
to
以上是一些腰椎的运
train
动
your
顺便跟
muscle.
大家讲一
Yeah,
些
you
颈
to
椎的
protect
虽然今天讲很
your
少颈椎
spine.
颈椎
You
的
need
其实大家
to
可以回去找一个关键字
train
叫
your
做
muscle.
YTWL
So
这
you
是
can
4
like
个
have
动
a
作的
have
身
a
体
1
协调
hour
的
swim, but
动
1
作
hour
Y
walk.
就是
Walk is
看
will
左
try
边
to help
我
you
的左
train
边
your
是
muscle.
先这样子嘛
For your
那
neck,
注意要
then
夹
there's
背
a
其实重点是背后
YTWL,
的2
the
块肩胛
4
骨你看肩胛
exercise.
骨要这样夹紧
So Y
你要做每一个动作
is
肩
you
颈
can
每一个动
see
作的时候
you raise your arm like a Y.
你要做来
我们两边的
So
肩胛
your
要
back,
这样
these are 2
夹靠近
bones
过来
on your
那所以
high back.
你这样子做然后再往上
High back, you need to
往上抬的过
pull
程中
that
要把
together.
2块肩
Yeah.
胛骨靠近
So like
手
two
要伸
sides,
直
you
像
need
超人
to
那样
对
make the 2 bones
这
together.
是第一个
When you do
那
that and go
所
up,
以 YTWL 这4个动作
when
最
you
重
move
点
up,
的是
the
肩胛
also
骨
the
要
the 2
后面
bones
这
need
腿膝
to
骨的
closer
臀
to
部要
each
贴
other.
哇
Yeah.
重要的是这个
Yeah,
T 是什
super.
么
There's
呢
a
T 最
Y,
简单T
like
就
a
是这
Superman.
样然后一样往
YTWL
外扩然后
is
把
a,
后面2块
to
骨头
exercise
夹
your bone.
用力用背后的肌
Yeah,
肉
to
去
make
夹
that as close as
那
possible.
W 也是一
What's
样
a T?
W 就是伸直然后下来变成这个 W 的形状
T is
也是要用
the
后面这里的
keep
力
your
气
arm
要
flat.
用记得
Yeah,
用后面
so
的力气
use your
L 比较困难
muscle to make
L 就是
your 2
呢
bones together. So the W,
谢谢
you
2只手
raise
做
up,
这个 L 的形
then
状
move down,
那
and you use
2
the
只手
muscle
做
on
形
your
状之
back.
后你把它转上
It was difficult.
你也刚刚后边这开始在伸嘛后面有一点酸酸的那个才对
So L is
每一个动
like
作都是要
the
注意
2
让
arms
这个
seems like
W 要
L
靠近这个
going
对
down.
这个
Yeah.
对颈椎的稳定度非常有
Then
帮助
you
真的
move,
可以大大
yeah,
减少
rotate
大家颈
to
椎退化的机会
high.
啊同
Then
时
you
刚刚
feel
讲这
your
个超人
muscle.
这个这
You,
个对腰椎颈椎都有
yeah,
用到
every
这个
exercise
是一
to
个
make
动作
sure
没事
these
就做
2 shoulder
而且动作
bones
又很简
come
单
together.
所以如果大家想要去查的话呢
Yeah, so
你
just
的
keep doing
颈
this
椎在哪里你就
exercise.
打上
So
面
this
打 Kunming
Superman.
或是打
This
YTWL
is
这些都可以
good
看到
for
很多
your
资料
neck
那
and
大家 要多多保护自己的身体啊，因为平常其实我看诊的时候也遇到很多，比如说做我们环保。
So there are so many keywords. If you choose the YTWL, then you can see a lot of information that can help you to do your self health care for your muscle. Yeah, so a lot of volunteers work a lot but did not take care of themselves. So when we do a lot of good deeds, we need to protect our own body to make our own body better. So prevention is much better than this to cure that later. So let's have a big round of applause.
OK， 来
Thank you a
所有
lot.
主场的人请起立。
YTW.
我不是，我要让他拿这个，让他带着他们做。
Yeah.
哎，这个给我。
Okay, everyone stand up. Why? Why? Okay, raise your arm. Need to put your shoulder bone together. Why? You feel like you're sore of your muscle, right? Yeah, then put it down. Some can see the exercise. If you sit a little bit down and the side view, yeah, you pull straight over your back. So the first, the arm is low, then going up to Y position. So 10 to 15 times. So from low to top, you need to feel like the back muscle pull your shoulder bones together. Yeah. Like YTW, every 2-3 times, and then change it to the next one to several times. The T, okay. Use the muscle to make sure your shoulder bone become together. Like use your chest and your head pull forward. Use strength. So you don't know, like you can do this, use force, don't hurt your neck. So W is first is up, then coming down like a W. And also you need to make your bone together. If you have an elastic band, you can use that also. The resistance higher, the effectiveness is stronger. Then L is like you have your arm flat then. Your fists are going up. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's very touching. The Dr. Tang. So I wish that let's see his back of a duck tongue. The posture is very important. So you see his back is straight. The bone cannot be trained to be thick, but your muscle can be trained to be strong. So YTWL. Then we can do this. So you keep your posture right, then you won't have a problem when you get old. So see the side view of a Dr. Tang. It's a very straight of a very good posture. YTWL, the exercise is very important. Yeah. So if you have a symptom, just go to see doctor. That can solve your 50 to 80% of the issues. The exercise is very important, so that everyone need to start to do the exercise. So we don't need to see the doctor. So I always feel the lower back pain. Yeah, so this is this is very important for me. I can help everyone. So the best way is to share this video to your friends. That can help a lot of people. Yeah, to help a lot of your friends. So it's very important for you to share this video link to your friends. It's very important. This kind of the health or right concept to share with your friend. So YTWL. Yeah, very easy to remember. Let's do this.
感恩您用专业及同理心来解除病人的疼痛，也让大家对于疼痛治疗
To stop the pain for the patients is very important, and it's a very complicated, expertise really help people to solve their painful issue. And we know more about the neck also. And appreciate. So the feedback is very important. Give to Dr. Tang also. If we want to go deeper, then so there's another opportunity. He has other hot topics he can share. Yeah. So thank you, Dr. Tang. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm going to take it over from Brother Richard. So it's Lisan again. So I'm going to interpret the next two sections. So next we have another session. Let's take a look first at this video. Why do you bring me here? I want to go home. Where do you want to go? I want to go home. I want to go home and take care of my home things and doing organizations. I want to organize my things at home. Okay, I'll bring you back. Don't cry. So this is Sister Zongyoung Zhang. So back in 2009, she was 65 years old. So you can tell she is the environmental protection volunteers. Every day, she will take a bicycle and cycle over to this environmental protection stations. She thinks it's very important to be a volunteer there because it helps preserve the resources of the earth. So this is her now. So according to her family member, she always not in good mood and always, cry that she wants to go home. No doubt, she is already at home. So her transportation is a problem because the family member is not able to support. So volunteers actually form a team to actually help take her. So this is the team of drivers. So I actually got a call from our lead inviting me to be part of the driver's team. To me, this is just a little effort, contributing a little time, but I feel very proud because I'm a part of the community, joining the teams of brothers, helping Sister Miju during this time. Not just feeling that this is a meaningful little contribution I can participate in, I also feel part of the team. So this is actually Kaohsiung Nursing Care Center. So the nurse here mentioned that, she feels very relieved seeing all these previous volunteers when they are in their old ages. they have a place to be here, learning new things, having a community life with the rest of other seniors members. Not just, staying at home alone and giving the pressure to the family member. So this is the one who is speaking is actually her daughter-in-law. She's very appreciative of Tzu Chi Volunteers helping her mother-in-law. So you can see her emotions, right? From a very down towards now very happy. I'm very grateful because Master Cheng Yan said, we should take care of the senior volunteers. So I'm very appreciative of all the volunteers who spend time taking turns, forming a team, taking me to the Kaohsiung Nursing Center, allowing me to attending the classes there. So we see the team here. See from the video, you can tell Michu Ama, she was actually diagnosed with some illness, and she wasn't able to be aware of where she is. She's suffering from acute delirium. So I'm going to share the story about our team, how we take care of our volunteers within our community. So as we know, Master Cheng Yan would like us to take care of the volunteers, especially in their senior age. So the first time we went to Sister Miju home, according to her daughter-in-law, after the pandemic started, her illness is getting more serious. It's all because she wasn't able to go to the environmental protection station to do her volunteer work. So when we first visited them, they did not actually tell us what are actually their pain point. But during the second visit with a master from Abode, we learned more that, she was feeling extremely lonely and not able to go anywhere. They have transportation problem. So our lead brothers from Fu'ai decided to actually form a team to assume the responsibilities to take care of Sister Miju. So our Fu'ai lead, Brother Huang, really thinks that we should do something to help Sister Miju. If each one of us can share 2 hours per week, I think we all can uplift Sister Miju's life and change her life during this later part of her life. So I'm going to pass on to the brothers.
把这样的一个宝贵的时间，然后来愿意付出哈，感恩。
哦，所以昆明是最后一棒分享吗？你们给的次序不一样。
其实昆明师兄应该是要来当这个
So this is Brother Hong Zhongjie. So when he was participating in the entrepreneur camp, he learned about the stories and he felt very touched. So he decided to join the volunteers and started her volunteering training. So after she certified, she came across the Sister Miju's case. She felt that she's part of the community and should contribute. So a lot of inspiring and touching points comes from the act of senior volunteers, because they have been spending a lot of time and effort in contribute their footprints in helping the community. So for me, the role model is Brother Kunming, in which a lot of his contribution to our Tzu Chi community actually inspired me. So the cycle of inspiration from one passing to another inspired me to want to be part of the team. So to me, contributing a little bit of my time, but can fulfill this little task that can help Sister Miju tremendously is something that I am extremely proud of. So we have a total of 7 drivers. So Brother Wenlong in charge of Tuesday, Brother Kunming in charge of Wednesday, and Brother Kunming Friday.
那礼拜五就是我们的户外队长昆明师兄。那其实还有一位很重要的就是瑞宏师兄。以前我们负责的部分就是只有。
So in general, all of us will take charge of sending Sister Miju to the daycare centers. And Brother Kao, after he sent his grandson to the school, he will take care of every day's pickup of Sister Miju back to her home. So we also have a new certified volunteers. He wanted to be part of the team, but because every day was already taken care of by all the other brothers, so he became the backup. Now he's sharing with us.
敬爱的上人金色师父各位全球的慈济人大家好我今天要分享的就是我
So according to Master, in this big Tzu Chi family, we should take care of the seniors, and at the same time, we should continue to engage the juniors.
队长我们昆明师兄的邀约，有这个很好的善缘，能够加入这个车队，能够来付出真的非常的法喜，也非常的感觉非常的棒。那我在参加这个，我很羡慕就是说父母亲还在的菩萨们。
So every time as a driver pick up Sister Miju, I treat her as my mom, because personally I already lost my mom. So I live in Kaohsiung and my mom lived in Taipei, but I didn't have a chance to take care of her when she was alive. Since I wasn't able to take care of my mom anymore, it's my regret for the whole life. However, now I have time. Although my mom is not here, it's a regret of my life. I'm grateful that, now with Sister Miju's situations, I can treat her as my mom to contribute a part of me. So I will continue this cultivation path. Hopefully that it will continue giving opportunity to growth spiritually and personally.
昆明师兄，请说。
The other bodhisattvas in online and also physical present here. To me, able to contribute is something I'm very grateful of. When Sister Miju's daughter-in-law approached me, I felt that this is something we can do. When I started inviting the brothers in our community, none of them say no to me. They were very supportive. So back to Sister Miju, when she was much younger, she contributed a lot to the community. So for us, now that she is in her older days and not in a good health condition, but we, as part of the community, able to help her is something that we value. So he would tell Sister Miju that, you know, it's not because you asked us to help, we are coming to help, but instead, we are extremely willing to come help you. So I personally would treat her like my mother, you know. So sometimes she wasn't feeling that well, she wasn't willing to go, but they would encourage her, you know, kiss her, making promise, continue to invite her. So Sister Major was very reluctant when she was being kissed, but according to brother, you know, we are treating you like our mother. If you don't want us to kiss you, you know, you should actually follow us and continue our Tzu Chi path, you know, go to the daycare center. So this is what Master wants. Master wants us to take care of the senior volunteers. So we are part of the big family. So that's why we are doing this. So according to Master, if we wanted to be a real Bodhisattva, we should first build a good affinity with the people around us. So even though sometimes when we encounter some obstacles, it's all come from our mindset. So very appreciative that Sister Miju gave us the opportunity, you know, to do a little part from our side to take care of our senior volunteers.
好，非常感恩哈。其实哈，你看了刚才我说阿明你一定要讲哦，然后他就回头说。 我要讲台语哦，讲顾在你啦，你讲。所以其实让我们很知道，你看哦，爱上胖滋味这一场大的剧场，大家耳熟能详，就是我们方师傅的故事，对不对？那
So we have another
是温玉香师姐，
Thai drama. So we have another brother called the brother Fang. So he was recruited by a couple of volunteers here, from Sister in the middle and to Abe Sishong and the other brothers. So the entire community are very close-knitted and they are very closely bonded. I'm very appreciative of Master Chen Yan. She's extremely touched. I'm appreciative of Master who teach all the disciples up to the level that they are so good as a family of member. So Sister Meiyun responded saying that, you know, you are actually a jewels of Master Chen Yan. So Sister Meiyun gave her the soybean powders, so only she had it.
但是这个要还给我，这不能带回去，这带回去我们就哭出来。哦，没关系，我要亲一下嘛，你才会拿到哈。
他说要请大家吃，
是会，阿明会。我们非常感恩，在这里也非常感恩，就在第一时间我们跃上云端的讯息，让阿明跟丁丽珍师姐知道以后，他们马上在第一时间就。
So today we have sponsorship of a book, so everyone will have a book from a few volunteers who sponsor.
很有能量，但是我觉得我们够认真，值得 support 我们，对不对，阿明？ 我有够认真哈，你听这老师是应该哈，听我们团队应该的哈，所以非常感恩，我们会更加的认真，也邀约大家。
So very appreciative again to the entire team who actually show us the real Tzu Chi spirit.
的温馨故事，让我们热烈掌声感恩他们，谢谢，感恩哦，好。
So there are some responses. So this is from a Tzu Chi volunteers from Japan. So she's responded saying that, you know, the sharing from the Dr. Tang previously was very helpful.
云南的杨莹她说，人人疼痛过，重视疼痛症状及人性化的医疗。唐医师分享医疗个案。
So there are also responses on the book, the Yuxiang Yunduan book. That's the book of our online study group. There's another short poem for Dr. Tang from the responses. Basically, kudos to Dr. Tang for eliminate the pain of all the patients who are suffering. So now it's time for us to stand up and move around. We have been sitting here for 2 hours plus. So let's all stand up and follow our sisters here and move your arms around.
往前，大鱼吃甲肥肥，巴肚鱼，那鱼定定走白鱼，右转，青菜水果，三顿定时，皮肤又绵绵，脚手嘛灵灵，做膝盖也十五，无论落雨也好天。
So as you move, the song is about becoming vegetarianism. So you can see the costume are actually all the fruits and the vegetables. So if you become a vegetarian, you can live above 100 years old.
加菜加菜上盖赞，加菜互你食到百里。嘿，嘿，嘿，嘿，千金也十五，论路好也好天。加菜加菜上健康，加菜互你食到百里。无论囡仔也大人，小姐也先生。加菜上盖赞，加菜互你食到百里。好，再一次。加菜上盖赞，加菜互你。1、2、3、4，嘿，
So the next one, we'll continue with our next song. So let's awaken our love by becoming a vegetarian.
仰天忏悔，低头感恩，决心抬头转祸为福。因为有爱，为爱苏醒；因为有爱，虔诚发愿。我愿属实，为代祈福；我愿属实，为不忍神灵；我愿属实，为地球降温；我愿属实，为健康守护。人人全素，与环保同行；人人全素，为爱树行善；人人全素，为大地请安；人人全素，至诚的呼唤。摘戒，虔诚，祈祷。我愿属实，为在祈福；我愿属实，为不忍生灵；我愿属实，为地球降温；我愿属实，为健康守护。人人全素，与环保同行；人人全素，为爱树行善；人人全素，为大地请安；人人全素，至诚的呼唤。呼声，感谢，虔诚。
So let's continue to be vegetarian. So to spread our love.
好，非常感恩我们的活动团队，也在这个时间呢站起
Okay.
来这样子，让自己身心。
So now I'm going to hand it over to Brother PJ.
Yeah.
这个地方我们非常感恩我们的北京的介文清，他说对主和和情。
Okay, let's continue our last sharing for today. A feedback from Sister Cai Lina about the health, the talk just now.
一个人可以走得快，团体要走得远哈。那他也提到说，长者的疼痛困扰真的不少。有了糖分享，让我们更
And a lot of the sister brother mentioned the pain of the elder has to be really taken care of.
同时留下你的留言。那最重要的是
Please continue comments on our link below. And now our sharing is Sister Zhuang Xingling. She just completed a book about dementia care in Tzu Chi Hualien Hospital.
所以呢，其实呢，我们杏林主任呢，他是我们花莲慈济医院日间照顾整合中心的一个主任哈。那我们同时在这边可以看到这样的一个文编呢，其实是由我们新主任。
You can see the poster actually is prepared by the team from Kaohsiung and from Taipei.
那从这里当下呢，我们来看一看这些。
Let's hear some story about Zhang Xingling. So you can see a few elders that doing some exercise on the daycare center. I'm already 90 years old and trying some exercise to make sure they are lung. It's kind of fun over here. This is Zhang Xingling. Through their hands massage and some brain trains exercise, actually we can really mitigate the dementia. And this is one of the patients starting to learn to read the storybook. Yeah.
第一次尝试让长辈说故事，除了鼓励他们跟人互动的自信，也训练。
When read out the storybook, actually they are doing some stimulus to the brain and can activate the brain cell.
那老人家除了在我们的室内去做这样的一个有益活动的时候，也是要带出去的。所以我们来看看哈，这个健走。
Oh. We also have some outside activity, not only brain exercise and actually involve a physical exercise.
最年轻是20岁的齿科大的护理系的学生来担任志工。
好，所以从20岁到
So the activity involve 100 years old elder and the youngest volunteer 20 years old. Now get online with Director Tang Xingling. Let's go to the Hualien Hospital.
任，请。
谢谢。
是。
好，可以看到画面吗？大家好。
你的视讯
Good afternoon.
还要退后一点，然后您的简报要记得分享哦。我们现在没看到您的简报。
我打开简报，但是它出现主持人禁止与会者分享画面，所以是
好，我们马上处理哦。
你那边打开一下。
好的 ，OK， 可以再一次吗？
可以吗？
您现在好 ，OK， 麻烦您。
我播放，我播放。
好的，好的。
稍等我一下。
好，没问题。
Okay, we are solving some technical issue. Okay, finally, we are ready.
要不然我怕你到时候会难过，因为脸会太大。好，这样就美丽了，给我们美丽的张主任热烈的掌声。
Okay, let's give a round of applause to Director Zhang Xingling.
好，线上的听众们，大家中午好。
Good afternoon, everyone.
刚刚大家都有看到那个
I'm Xingling.
画面哦，从
Just now you have seen the video that we are involved in the community and some education about dementia. And today I would like to share a book. This book, when I joined Tzu Chi Hospital in 1990, we accumulate 19 stories and put into the book. We hope that to let the reader know about the dementia and acceptance of the dementia, and then pay more attention to the issue of dementia.
大家有看到我 PPT 的第一章的左边有一个家族图，这是一个我在日照中心101岁的一个蓝妹奶奶。
This is the grandmother's circle at top. It's 100 years old.
所以我们呢，从这个生命故事书的历程，能够了解奶奶总共呢，她生了8位小孩。
Oh, she has 8 children, half of whom have passed away. So grandma has suffered from dementia for many years. And she still can walk with 4-leg walker. She still can take care of herself. Grandma is very traditional Chinese woman. She came to daycare center 2 years ago. But she still can't remember my name. She only knows me as a chief manager. She will speak to the same sentence to me. Why you treat me so well? When eating, she will always say, I'll do it myself. You go and eat. And afraid I don't have a lunch. Sometimes he would say to me, I will share half of my meal with you. She doesn't have any different from the normal elder. But the children always accompany. So stay up at night and went to find her doctor in the middle of the night, or the sons die and need to go to funeral, and worry about the water, was not married, and asked son to drop her to see a doctor. Sometimes he will often complain of being dizzy, patting his chest, and sometimes he will suddenly need to go home and say that the son is sick. I forgot she's in daycare. Sometimes she will say, I need to go to school, it's too late. Most of the grandma understand is something that didn't happen in fact, but grandma believe it. These are the emotional and mental symptoms that normally were experienced.
比如说，奶奶很喜欢玩水，去洗手的时候可能要洗上20分钟，她仍然觉得她没有洗干净，要一直洗。
Sometimes elder might need to wash hand for 20 minutes. Think about if you are a family caregiver, will you feel trouble? Not only not able to rest and sleep well at night.
所以呢，常常某些家庭照顾的
Most of the family caregiver will turn onto the doctor and send elder to the daycare. Sometimes they also ask the doctor to prescribe drug, hope to stabilize the symptom. But the effect cannot meet expectations. So you can feel what is a dementia and the family caregiver. And there are 19 stories inside this book. How worse is the dementia in the world? 8% of people over age 65 suffer from dementia. It getting number increase when they get older. Actually, they do not understand what is dementia. They simply feel that getting older will inevitably lead to poor memory, brain degradation, which is sometimes we call or sometimes if people getting elder, they call old crazy symptom. Dementia is a sickness, it's not the elder problem. So sometimes it will cause delaying the timing of diagnosis and treatment. If we can identify it earlier, it will prevent the symptoms get worse. The prevention and treatment of dementia is very important in the world. So you can see the chart, there's a 10 warning for dementia. So if there are more than 3 warning signs, we advise family members to take their elders to the hospital for medical evaluation. If we can diagnose and treat earlier, we can mitigate the symptoms. Here is Mr. Li Fuqiang, our meteorological expert in Taiwan. So depressed after losing his spouse, coupled with the impact of pandemic, he started to realize he had a precursor to dementia. So he went to the doctor and was diagnosed with mild dementia, and then used himself as an example to call on the public to pay attention to the issue of dementia.
就要及早就医哦，所以这个也是希望大家能够熟知我前一张 PPT 里面的10大警讯的一个项目哦。好，那其实呢，目前台湾已经累积了有31万人的失智人口。
Currently, the number of people with dementia in Taiwan has exceeded 300,000.
以上都在家照顾哦。那其实我们
90% of dementia elders are taken care of by family members at home.
难以负荷了，所以才经由这个社区跟医疗转介到日照中心来。那越老，其实失智的盛行率就相对的就越高哦。所以呢，很多的照顾
The older, the higher the rate of dementia.
觉得他已经受不了了，所以在早
If we do not understand dementia enough, we cannot properly provide care and communication to dementia.
可能就会想要带着忧郁症的这个长辈去自杀。
Many family caregivers suffer from depression or even want to commit suicide with their demented family member.
2.0 的服务呢，也把这个
Therefore, the government launched the Long-Term Care 2.0 service, which also includes dementia as a service project.
疑似或者是疑似失智症，其实我们社区有从提供失智社区服务据点，以及失智症的日间照顾。
In Taiwan, they already have the community care center for dementia, so it's very easy for people to access.
大家有看到简报上面的这一位奶奶吗？她是我的外婆。
This
其实为什么
this is my grandmother.
其实我到慈济院刚
And
起初工作的时候
that's also the reason why I need to write the book.
失智症我也不知道奶奶
When I was starting work as a nurse, I really do not understand what is dementia.
然后我们呢全家人
My grandma is missing,
然后回到老家
and all our family take leave and come back
在将近
to look for grandmother for 9 days and 9 nights.
所以当时我们是透过自己印了传单，然后请了货车去广播，或者是自己开车骑摩托车，一直在竹山老家的附近协寻都找不到。后来是有人在这个
After searching for days and nights, my grandmother was found,
所以呢
and she already passed away.
民国91年的时候，护理部请我承接清安居的失智日间照护中心的护理长，然后也承接这个病房的一个。
It wasn't until I worked as a head nurse at senior home at Tzu Chi Hospital, then I came into the contact with elder with dementia, that I realized that my grandma must have been demented at the time.
那我慢慢的去领悟到，照顾失智症就好像是陪伴失智者。
Caring for a dementia person is like a long farewell ceremony.
照顾的长辈有长达18年的，是吉安乡乡长
Some
妈妈哈，从我
taking
在
care
清安
like
照顾到他去
the
年。
range of 18 years.
所以随着病程的进展，失智长辈的身体功能会退化，甚至他忘记
And the function of the body will degrade and forget about their family, and they look very normal
在简报上
appear.
面这个奶奶哦，其实她到日照中心来之前，她有2-3个月是不洗头不洗澡，所以其实呢，她的家人非常的困扰。
You can see
那她
this
也不想动，食欲也不
grandma
所以她
doesn't
的
want to
体重会
wash
下降，那常常会
the
生气。
hair
为什么生气？
before
为了
she
下
come
次
to the
邀
day
请她去洗澡
center.
硬要她吃饭，她就跟她生气。所以呢，家人才开始发现不对劲哦。那带到医院呢，确诊，照了这个电脑断层，发现她脑部有
Before that, she
所以这是
actually
她有失智症。
not
那
diagnosed
我们
as
认真的
dementia,
去思
but
考
when she behaved differently,
其实呢，
the
为
family
什么
brought
这个
her
失
to
智
the
奶奶她不洗
hospital
头不
and
洗澡？
finally diagnosed as a
其
dementia.
实我们在每个失智的照顾都要了解他的生命历程。我从儿子那边才知道，奶奶在几十年前， 曾经在厕所发生过一场意外，也就是她先生住院的。
Actually, grandma has an accident in the restroom. That's why she start to afraid to go to the restrooms. So when we care about the dementia patient, we need to know what is the history behind and know their need. So when I realized that going to the restroom to wash the hair is so hard for this grandma, so I start to wash her hair in the dining room. That's why she feels so happy about that. And caring about the dementia can be a very happy job. She's not intent to make people trouble. Many dementia cases will have some inappropriate speech or behavior, saying that the family did not prepare food for him, or sometimes suddenly say that a family member has passed away, going to funeral, repeating things and words. Actually, those are symptoms of dementia.
这是一个重度的失智的长辈，每天到这个中午要午休的时候呢，他就开始出现一些混乱游走的行为。
During, you can see this grandma need to hold a doll, a baby toys to sleep.
奶奶其实她目前78岁了，她在很年轻的时候先生就离开了。
This grandma is 78 years old and husband's away when she was young. So she feels that children is very important for her life.
所以呢，每到中午要午睡的时候，我们就会主动的把娃娃抱给他，而且我们会跟
So when during the lunch break, the daycare center will bring her the baby toys, and the grandma will start to settle down. And you can see in the picture to understand what's the history behind of the patients.
所以我们这本书上面也都会借由这个失智者的故事跟家人的互动点滴，把我们照顾上面的一些照顾重点把它摘要出来。那
So in this book, we will describe the relationship between the dementia patients and their family and the important point.
有没有觉得非常的感动哈？虽然
You can heartfelt when you see this picture. Although they are dementia, but their love is still there. Have you ever thought that one day you will be old, or maybe you are diagnosed as dementia? We are afraid of loneliness or abandoned by our family. When elder came to our daily center, they are afraid family might abandon them, so they might have experienced some emotional. So we need to create a caring environment so that they can feel comfortable. So we will create an environment for them to live in a respectful life. You can see that 80 years old grandma will help 100-year grandpa to grab toilet paper, a tissue, and wash hands each other. A dementia grandma will comfort a Parkinson grandpa. our grandma will help feed grandma with liver cancer. You can feel that although they are demented, their love will always be there. In the process of taking care of them, I've gained a lot. My biggest experience is the learning process and know what's the value of their assistance and take care of them. Hope that we can realize and take care of our elders. The elder also help daycare center, like clean up the floor. I hope that even they are elder, but they also should have opportunity to live their life. Here are the self-care and mutual care in the community. Direct my mentor, director Chai Su-feng, encouraged us to learn self-help, mutual help, and mutual help in community.
那我们希望在这个过程当中，这个社会上的虽然是老化的国家，但是我们不孤单哦。那我们可以在这个过程当中学会一起运用社区的资源，然后提供长辈的。
We hope that we can use the resource from the community
他们真正的一个需求，所以呢
，and know the need of the elder.
跟大家一起勉励的，那希望我们的社区可以充满爱。
I hope that our community can fill with love. I have served in Tzu Chi Hospital for 21 years and have been cared for Siku and Sibo. And I don't see Siku Sibo getting older, and some of them has dementia. And our daily center pledged that we can taking care of these Siku Sibo to repay back them. I may be old and I also may be demented, but I'm hoping to treasure the love of dementia and let everyone understand dementia and accept dementia. Protect the demented elder. Thank you. This is my sharing.
导播，我觉得我想要留在这一张简报，就是他从小到大的，蛮有感觉。你小时候就可以穿成这么漂亮，你那天是
This photo is my childhood to middle age.
应该是哈。
To show that
对，哇，留下这样子。我们小时候有过这样的相片吗？也许你有，我没有哈，所以非常感恩。那请导播 take 他的画面，也请我们的主任，你可以把你的简报收掉，然后美美的现身在上面吗？好。其实主任他刚才讲话的那个速度，对我们口译团队来讲，一定非常的感动跟开心，而且他提供的是全程的逐字稿，我们给主任的。
Yeah, thank you, Director Zhuang Xingling. She provide me the full text so that I can really translate more smoothly and clearly. Thank you so much. She just awarded the National Service Award.
在12点一定要准时离开。为什么？因为呢，他要赶快再去照顾这一些他需要陪伴的一个长者。
She need to leave earlier so that she have to taking care of the dementia elder later.
我们昆山其乐融融团队认识长照昆山长者的课程已经5年了，皆感动满满，感恩满满，所以他直接在连线的当下来表达对您的感恩。泰国的感恩心灵主任用爱
someone in the daycare center say thank you to Zhuang Xingling director.
为我们预习了老之将至，为自己也为家人预做准备。
A lot of good feedbacks to remind us that when we get old, we really need prepare and help each other.
我们高雄前镇区的一个温馨接送情的故事。那石金也说，我也不希望失智，所以现在就要开始不要忘记我是谁。加拿大的管心凌说，之前为了长辈开始担心失智问题，现在则是为了
sisters and brothers, we should exercise our brain more harder and hope that we are not diagnosed by dementia, taking care of our brain.
马上写了顺口溜给您。花莲慈院张信林大爱付出菩萨行，失智照护20载吧，你写30载，主任你是20哈，20载哈。爱使长者乐开怀，如来家业肩上扛，荣获服务奉献奖，所以我们非常感恩，再次掌声感恩。
Thank you so much, Zhang Xingling director.
好，再见，谢谢您。
Thank you.
感恩感恩。我还有一点时间，所以我可以回去讲一下。
I still have some time. Let me talk about the feedback from our sister and brother.
那我把这一篇莫忘那一年那一面那一人，云南大理的杨宁说，上人常常说的话，真是时时刻刻对身边人合适。今天打开
Yang Ning brothers from China mentioned about don't forget that year, that thought, and that person.
那上人说，小小的萤火虫也是可以发光发热的，所以那一天来这里分享是台南的黄福全师兄上线分享。他的分享的时候，他就发现他一头的银发，可是涵盖的是经历的岁月，不是他还很年轻，他只是少年白，好不好？但是呢，他的故事是让大家非常有能量。那我们北京的黄华呢，他说我喜欢和你在一起，因为你有正能量。讲的呢，其实是实经文，请每
Huang sister from Beijing,
大家感动到满满哈。所以秉持的
she praised a lot of good sharing from Brother Victor and Sister Janet. And after 10 years, they know this couple, they still continue the path of Tzu Chi. Under the influence of them, they still really inspire a lot of brothers and sisters. Here are the Jingshi food and that promotes during Mother Days. Mother Day is coming in May, so you can find those foods in nearby Jingshi Food and Cafe.
请洽我们静思书轩跟静思小厨。那如果你是在高雄的家人的话，只要到静思书轩，然后星期三或大活动的时候，我们会推出感恩礼赞，就是你请购1000元就可以有怎么样好礼3选1哈。所以像黄坤明师兄啊、崇杰师兄，他们都是我们感恩礼。
So Sister Mei talking about the gift set in Kaohsiung, VIP priced.
静思更多的一个能量哈。那近似本草饮这个部分也是，但是现在有新。
And 本草饮, I think most of the Tzu Chi people know that.
上一次跟我们讲这个新山药的部分，
Actually, I have bought it in Taiwan and brought back to US. It's very, very good.
那近似本草饮当然这中间也是有优惠的。那洗发精的部分，大家可能不知道，但是
Shampoo. Wow. I really need that.
那个套组的一个部分。总之，所有的好尽在近思，还有刚才。
Well, you can start seeing how 近思 product starting to appear and taking care of our daily life because there are no chemical ingredients in our 近思 product.
然后我就做了一下，嘿，真的还蛮舒服的，好不好？
The seed pad is quite popular. I hope that I can get one.
感受一下，尤其主场的家人可以来摸摸做实验看看。
I heard that they all sold out.
环保的部分，你爱地球也可以共善，好，所以这个部分让大家
Let's support the diet technology to save the earth.
连续假日就要清洁嘛，也不一定啊。
Cleaner or even cleaner.
一个部分。好，那下个礼拜呢？下礼拜，谢谢。下礼拜不。
Next week, next week, there's no online study next week because it's 清明节. It's a holiday in Taiwan. Next week. So the next gathering is on April 12th.
所以大家可以看到，4月12号，我们即将呢，就是美国纽泽西前执行长现在的慈济精进，写错了。
And we will have Sister Debbie Lin Yirong from US and Shi Qing Wenqing from Beijing. And Brother Ji Yu.
即将来，大家一定说，哎，本尊怎么没来？我们祝福他了，他刚好就是。
And best supporting role Dai Dharma.
要不然他也很想要来到我们这里。不过这一档好戏即将在春假，这不叫春假，这个叫做什么？清明节年假，好，就是春假，叫做春假啊，春假不是春节，春假的时间推出哦，大家来看我们最新的好戏，也非常感恩啊，就是。由我们白袍约定，就是我们的红点医师、吴生医师，以及我们的叶天爱医师，所以我们看到自己很熟悉的人，尤其是红点医师。
The drama is talking. Is about our doctor in Hualien Hospital.
这么谦卑，哇，好感动。好，记得吗？那请导播 take 我，他现在本来 take 我画面。高雄主场，这也是好事，这是健康21。所以今天听到了很多要健康的东西，有些东西靠吃的，这是我们挑战。
This is health 21. I do not know what's this inside.
健康挑战21。那个谁啊？苏青
The cheese powder.
知道我们礼拜3读，所以帮我们留了一些。那我有请芙蓉。那也许你会听到价位的时候就觉得，不便宜，它叫做500元一包。可是你去实质给他看一下，它真的是加值了，这是很棒的。那第二件事情，淑清师姐就是特别讲说，这个就是今天不是要。
This cheese powder only available in 高雄。
要做春卷，对不对？春假做春卷就加这个，就是顶赞的，也对健康也好，也非常的美味好吃。重要的是，这所有的钱全部在大爱共善，就把苦难。所以
，and they all donate the income revenue for Turkey earthquake.
也让这个世界美好。所以回到简报里面，想要传法髓，就得要爱上人，多说慈济。
Let's share more Tzu Chi story.
我们要传达这个概念，所以只要来到主场的家人，我们都会送你这样的一对一个挂的一个贴印象的。
It's a tag specially designed for online study group.
每个礼拜三跟我们接轨在一起。我喜欢和
Hope that you can join us the next week.
你有正能量，只有拼出来的美丽，没有等出来的辉煌。人可以没有权利，但要有影响力。所以无论你在哪里，跟我们连线在一起，我们挥手跟上人金色师父以及所有的家人再见。
Let's
下周4月12号
wave our hand to Master and Jingsen Master and thank you so much.
上2楼跟我们云端的。